Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got another knife to do a review of today. And today we have the Neeves Knives Misdemeanor. And yes, it has that great ting to it when it opens. You can actually kind of hear that when you... So that it's got a really thin blade. But let's talk about that in just a little bit. Alright, so this is the Neeves Knives Misdemeanor, and let's go ahead and get a measurement of this knife. Looking at about a 3.6, 3.7 maybe on the blade length, and overall just over 8, like 8 and 1/8 or so. So decent sized knife. Let's grab a scale and turn that on, tear that out, and take a look. And we're looking at about 3.95 ounces. So a decent knife weight wise. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the knives that I usually show. Give you an idea of the size comparison. This is the North Arm Skaha. And this is the Benchmade Osborne 940. And this won't slide down. There we go. All right, let's get those off the table. Let's look at... got things mixed up a little bit here. Let's try to fix that. Let's do the Vosteed Acorn. And we'll do the ever famous Ozark Trail slide lock. There you go for that. Let's do a Miguron Morial. And a QSP Penguin. Let's get a CJRB Feldspar out here. And the CJRB Pyrite. Let's look at the Kaiser Militao and the Berg Blades Sweeney. A couple more comparisons to do, and we'll wrap this portion of it up. Let's do the Demko Shark Cub and the Kaiser Sparrow. All right, and then last, certainly not least, the Microtech MSI, which is going to be a little bit bigger there. Actually, a lot bit bigger. And the Kaiser Cyberblade, which is going to be a lot bit smaller there. All right, so that covers that part of it. Let's go ahead and keep the MSI out. This is a fairly narrow knife, so the MSI is going to be a good bit thicker there. Let's pull that Demko Shark Cub up, and the Shark Cub's actually going to be just a small amount thinner than the Misdemeanor. Same for the, well, actually the Pyrite's about the same. So if you got a Pyrite, then you'll have the about what the thickness would be. The Militao, of course, is going to be a good chunk thicker there. What else do we want to look at? The Acorn. Probably should get the right end there. There's the Acorn. So Acorn's a tiny bit wider or thicker. There's the QSP Penguin. Penguin's just a small amount thinner there. And then the Morial is, there's how that looks. All right, and if we look at the Ozark Trail, it's a little bit thicker. All right, we'll go ahead and lay this one down. And we'll go ahead and use that Ozark Trail to do the first comparison. There it is against the Benchmade 940. Let's do that Acorn again. And let's do the QSP Penguin. Let's compare this one to the Berg Blade Sweeney. You can see that's a good comparison there. And the Kaiser Sparrow. We'll go ahead and place that Demco Shark Cub in as well. So kind of give you an idea of the real estate that this one takes up. Not a whole lot, even if it does have a blade that stands up a little bit proud of the scales there. It still works really well. All right, let's see. Blade steel and finish. The blade steel is K390. That's going to be the blade steel. And the blade finish is a polished DLC that looks really nice. And you can see the ting, or hear the ting, that is, on opening of this knife. And it doesn't matter if you're opening it through the reverse flick or if you are getting the flipper tab there, which works pretty well. I'm not able to do a couple of the ways that I enjoy doing with front flippers, but if you use your thumb and actuate it this way, then it works just fine. There is not a lanyard hole or lanyard pin or anything else, so if you're needing that, then you may want to look elsewhere. We've got titanium coated scales, which are really nice. Pretty good, decent grip on that. Titanium clip that works well. You can see the ramp there, and just looks really good. This is like a blacked out version of it. Jimping, there is some jimping here along the top, and in fact it runs from here all the way out to this point. So if you're holding on to it pretty much anywhere you're going to have your thumb, you're going to have some nice jimping. Nowhere else on the knife do I see jimping. Well, I'll take that back. The backspacer has jimping, and the backspacer stands proud of the scale, so that actually tends to help grip the knife as well. So I like that. Some of the knives that I've seen will have nice grooves cut in the backspacer, but then it'll be recessed or actually level with the scales, and that doesn't do a whole lot for me for that. So the price on these was $315, I believe. I don't know if he's going to do another version, but I do think this first run has completely sold out. Access to the lock bar is really good. There's actually some knurling there on that lock face. It is a frame lock knife, and access to that lock bar is excellent. Not a problem at all, which just makes the fidget factor of this knife pretty high, because it's easy to manipulate this knife. Lockup is as you see there. No blade play up and down, side to side. No problems at all with this knife. It is Riot made, so you can expect the Riot quality control to be pretty good on that. Let's see, anything else? Oh, in hand feels really good. I like the forward choil there, and I'm not feeling any crazy. Hot spots on this knife just gripping it, and the various grips work just fine. The blade shape is a little polarizing, I guess you could say. Some folks like it, some folks don't. I don't have a problem with it. I like a good Warncliffe sheep's footy type blade, and this one certainly fits that bill. And that ting is just is pretty cool. Unless you have someone that would get annoyed at that nice ting over and over and over again, if you catch my drift. So there you have it. That's the Neeves Knives Misdemeanor. I like that knife. I think this would be one that Probably some folks would probably like, others may not like it because of the blade shape, but this one's pretty cool in my book. Hope you've enjoyed the review, overview, whatever you might want to call it. Hit that like button if you would. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and would like to enjoy other content from me. Please leave a comment down below. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.